David, I would like to have that design ready for me today, please, huh? Tarek, I would like this to be taken care of today. Here's this. If you can prepare this for me, don't forget. It's very important to have it done, okay? Thank you. Okay, Habibi, here's the diamonds. How's it going? Everything good? Habibi, how are you, guy? Good? All right, and this is a new look. I want you to look at it. Make sure you finish it up. Murad, this is here. It needs to be done. There's something missing in here.
Akram, I need you to clean my ring. Right now. Now.
Welcome back to Freshest, coming to you live from Kilani Jewellery, ToranoMAX in the heart of Toronto. I love it. I love to start to do this. My start with Toronto is to represent our city, our country to the world because we're doing something special. We're doing creativities. Engaging with our clients by doing this show, it brings on all the creativity that Kilani Jewellery puts on for all our people, clients from worldwide. And now we're actually creating big sales via online Zoom calls, through FaceTimes, and a lot of people from another side of the world calling us and actually requesting their engagement rings, their diamonds, speaking to us about quality, clarity, and how to do their engagement rings or anything they got on their mind. Don't forget, if you're watching us on YouTube, like, share, and comment, or subscribe to our YouTube channel so other people can find amazing videos and a crazy show like this. If you're on Instagram, don't forget to push that notification button right now so you recognize Kilani Jewellery is live. Let's get on this. The best and the most incredible piece done here with the ToranoMAX SEM. This piece was done in the past, and the guy loved the idea of his logo, came back to create another one with the 3D leaf. As you see right here, is more of 3D. The first one we did, it was more flat to match his own idea and logo, but now he's seen the creativity behind Kilani Jewellery and what we can do. He loved the style of ToranoMAX and he felt the 3D on the leaf will bring in more attention to his logo with the rose on top, and you see the stamp done with the green diamonds. This is a crazy touch. This is an amazing nameplate done for our clients. The detail, the time, the attention on this made him very, very happy. Let me take you to our signature Old English D. This D was done a long time ago. Our friend came back. He brought it in for a full touch-up, clean-up, to visit the new Kilani Jewellery complex, and gets the blessing from us. As we were cleaning it up, we changed so many stones in it. Everything comes in here at Kilani Jewellery considered a recall. Once we look at anything we custom designed in the past, if there's anything wrong with the stones, if there's chipped, broken stones, because the outsourcing back then was very tough for us to find good people that cares about the quality of the making and the creation behind our pieces. Until we found Kilani Jewellery Complex. This complex is made different. This complex is made for the stars. You are the star, guys. You're watching us every day to bring you on, guys, the most incredible custom designs coming here from Kilani Jewellery, including our initials. Look at this. We've done them now in the white gold. Finally, they all ready. Every initial is ready. I don't want them to drop, but let me show you something. We've done it in white, yellow, and rose. Step by step, we finished all the signatures in rose gold and the block letters, just like you see here. We got them in ABC in all type of signature or blocks. And now a new technique has been added to all these plain initials, because when we did them polished out, nice and clean and fully highly polished. But then you couldn't see the initials. Now, you know, we got our watchmakers in-house to actually clean and bring any watch you have to brand new again. We can polish them and bring them just like how Rolex or AP does them. As we started to learn new technique, and I tell you guys, this ToranoMAX didn't just happen and we called it ToranoMAX, because every day us and our team learn new vision, new ideas. We study every day, man. Every week we download a new course. We look at every course, even if we know about it, but because it's a new course, we download it to see what's the new technology that's been added to these techniques. And we added, implement. If we see something great, we do it and we implement it there. As you see, all these initials has been done with the sand blast. This blast is exactly how you do the watches. So the blast on top of every initial to make it stand out is done just like how a Rolex or an AP does it. And that's when you know we're stepping up a notch now again. And the ABC is taking up a notch, and we're gonna create them for you guys in diamonds. Slowly, slowly, everything will come together. Now, when it comes to learning techniques, these techniques doesn't happen only with jewelry. Our techniques is being expanded in the way we do our production team. The production team here at Kilani Jewellery, ToranoMAX Factory is big. It's made out of 5 people. Jewelers usually focus on creating jewelry and hiring people that knows about jewelry. Here at Kilani Jewellery, we didn't just focus on making jewelry and creating jewelry and shooting jewelry. We started to create more ideas, thoughts, commercials, cartoon characters. We're gonna bring you into that. Know that our production team is valued now differently. We stepping it up a notch every time. And with this commercial that we're coming up to you with right now, is gonna take you guys to the next level with us and show you what Kilani Jewellery and the production team got for you. Our production team is on fire. Let's go on break. Stay tuned on the break because we're gonna clean it up and show you our dancing dinosaurs.
Kilani Jewellery.
Real iced out Cuban versus fake, and how you can actually tell the difference. If it tangles, you already know where is the imperfection on this Cuban. All Cubans must be made completely solid, and you won't be able to handle the way this chain is twisting on your neck because it's made cheap. Simply, you're wearing it and just simple pull. Didn't take much, and this chain is gone. That is the issue, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, I've talked about them dancing, making moves, shaking on this table. Now we're ready to present to you guys our dancing dinosaurs. Boom! Welcome back to Fresh at the Oven and the Dancing Dinosaurs. These characters will be presented by Kilani Jewellery with commercials, cartoons that we're gonna educate kids with it on taking more knowledge on gold, gems, diamonds, and everything to do with natural gems. This is crazy. Our kids need to learn this. They need to know everything that got to do with jewelry and diamonds and rubies and emeralds. These are crazy. Look at this. ToranoMAX Bing, done completely with the 30 on the belt. VVS DEF in color. Let us take it off. Look at it with the tennis chain right here. It is insane. Bing, done completely right. The engraving on this is insane. It got the bullet hole right on the letter I right there. Take a close look. Look at the detail and the attention that happens behind our engraving. This is insane. Taking the thickness, the finishing and the back plate, the way the bail and the attachment that happens behind these pieces, it was all thought out. It's because we want to give you guys the sense of security, safety once you make your purchases. These expensive goods won't be valued if it's not done right. You want to make sure you go to the people that values you, values the value you have. What you got in your mind, they have to have a value for it. If it's a signature, if it's a custom design piece, if it's a logo, if it got to do with initials, engagement ring, these are all thoughts. Now we're promoting buzz down watches, buzz down jewelry, bling bling. All you got, like let's say, here's the plain Cuban. Take a look on this. I brought it out for you guys. Nice and clean, really heavy, over half a kilo. And I brought you the ToranoMAX Cubans done with our dancing dinosaurs. The diamond sesames that's studded in here makes you love yourself. This versus plain Jane. It is nice. People will recognize you got gold on you. This is how people used to promote or show their status back in the day, until the diamond production started to pick up and started becoming part of jewelry and making. It became into engagement rings and they started to call it diamonds are girls or women's best friend. But this is wrong. Now diamonds are everyone's best friend. If you're a man, if you're a woman, you want to have your bling and shine on. Now, I want to tell you guys a story. This story involves my woman, my old woman, my queen, my mom. When we first came into Canada, this bucket full of money. But let me take you into the story. This story has to do with my mom. We came from the Middle East. You know, we used to wear gold, 21, 22 karat gold, like this bucket full of bangles, 21, 22. You got so much of it here. This is what our traditions is built on. Gold, 21 karat, 22 karat, if it's not that, it's not worth it, it has no value. If you're not buying 21, 22 karat, even in Pakistan, India, all of Asia mostly, if you're not buying 21, 22 karat, it's not gold. They don't believe it is gold if it's not 21, 22, 23, 24. Now, when we came into the side, look, she had so much of these bangles of all types and all shapes. She knew she has a lot of values. She has her worth. Throughout her life, she built it collecting this gold. We came into Canada, we started to work with diamonds more, emeralds and gems and rubies, and started to open our mind and seeing how the culture is actually loving bling bling, shiny stuff. Like everybody want bling on their hands. Slowly started to grow because hip hop always promoted big look, big flash, diamonds, gold, big things like Tupac Shakur, Biggie, where they were wearing big gold chains, big crosses, big rings. That's how it got promoted. Before, there was only specific people that buys this jewelry. Now, everybody wants to be the guy, the woman, that lady that got her bling on. You be sitting on a dinner table with watches. But before I get to the watches, I want to complete the story behind my mom because it's crazy. So we came into the side, we learned about gems. My dad wanted to create her an engagement ring. He wanted to create her a different ring. This ring was to represent his love with her. And it has to involve with her birthstone. So he created her this sapphire with the triangles on the side. He spent money, he spent time on custom making this ring. When he came in home to give her this ring, and he's like, here's lady, this is my gift to you. It took a lot of time for me to find the sapphire and to have the matching triangle diamonds on the side. And now I want to give it to you to represent the love of our life throughout the journey of our life, basically. She looked at the ring, she put it on, she stared at it, And this lady asked him, how much did you pay for this ring? As soon as he told her how much money he invested in time, she went crazy. She's like, I could have bought a bunch of 21 karat bangles for this ring. Why would you do that? She didn't know the value. She didn't really understand diamonds, sapphires, and rubies. As we started to grow in life, diamonds and bling bling started to happen with Kilani Jewellery. More and more diamonds started to come out from Kilani Jewellery. She started to request earrings. She started to request tennis bracelets, tennis necklace, diamond watch, rings, big engagement ring, more gems, more emeralds like this ring. I'll tell you, do you know what happened to my mom now? If I give her now this bucket of gold, and I come to her and I tell her, I have this crispy engagement ring made with this 5 karat emerald cut diamond, worth as much as this gold bucket. Which one would you pick? My old lady definitely will pick this, because this is the new evolution of jewelry. This is what people want. This is what women want to be wearing. They don't want no more gold plain band. People buy Cuban gold chains or bracelets aren't plain. Do you know why? It's because they're planning in their mind to bust them down once in a lifetime. Otherwise, they would have never, if they had the money, they would have invested to buy ToranoMAX Cubans, definitely. That's how crazy it is. Guys, the evolution, the change, the mentality has to change. It takes time, right? It took us 20 years for people to start purchasing and putting money into bust-down watches. It took me so long to actually put my diamonds on the watches because I had to perfect the setting. Now, I want you guys to know, if you're sitting on a dinner table, bunch of guys, bunch of girls, everybody's wearing a Rolex. Look at these Rolexes. They're plain. I'll tell you honestly, they're available. But when you're wearing a plain watch and people see you wearing it, we're like, oh, nice, he's wearing a Rolex. But really, if you really want to take it in, brother, and to all my ladies that's sitting out there, take this plain watch. Let me just actually take my watch, because the story is gonna get hot for you right now. This is a plain Jane watch. You wanna keep your values with it, and you wanna wear it for a long time, and make sure your money is valued there. Okay, you can always buy a plain watch and keep your values, but when you wear something, you wanna get full satisfaction. I'm telling you, this watch, as nice as it gets, it will never compete with this bust down. So we got 5 guys, 5 girls, 4 of them all cares about the value of their money, and 1 from each sex cares about their look. So out of the 5, there's 1 guy wearing a bust down watch and 1 girl wearing a bust down watch. But all these 4 guys wearing more expensive plain Jane watches on their hand. When the night is over, everyone will be talking, did you see that guy? Did you see his bling bling watch? Did you see his bust down chains? Did you see his bust down ring? Nobody's gonna talk about, did you see this guy? He has a plain AP. Bro, let me tell you something. Okay, you wanna hold your values, but why are you fighting with your inner satisfactions, bro? Nobody, bro. Look, plain Jane versus iced out. I understand. Everybody values, value. I understand. Let me tell you something. The experience that many people had in their life, including me in the past, looking for bust down watches, it made me feel sick to my stomach. I'm squeezing because it does make me sick. Why? Because it's bust down with low quality diamonds. Very uneducated people when it comes down to setting on watches. People don't care. People just want to give you a bust down to make you believe you got a bust down. Oh my God, value. But let me show you this boring Cartier done by a jeweler. And remember, I've told you guys before that a lot of people can't set diamonds on Cartier bands because they do actually make them thin. So see this jeweler, what he did. He took off the original band and put up a bracelet to bust down this Cartier. These bracelets were done on cheap watches. The quality, completely I, not plus, I minus. So I low, you know? And look, I understand the experience you've had with the jewelers that you see with the bad engraving, the making, the finishing, the diamond quality, all this is important. Yes, you're right. Look at this AP. This AP versus this Cartier. Literally, this look like I have to throw it in the garbage. And this one, it looks like water, bro. Check it out. See the difference between here and there. Now, definitely you'll always find values here because people, once they hear you are wearing a Kilani Jewellery ToranoMAX VVS DEF in color diamond, I bet you out of the 4 people that you were chilling with on this dinner table will be the first guy to make his investment to buy your watch because he wants to be just like you. Okay? Now, ToranoMAX has a feeling, has a meaning, has an expensive value. And like I told you when we first started, you need to go to the places that values you, that knows the value of what you have in your mind. Because if it's a nameplate or if it's a logo, it has a value in your mind. Things like that has to be passed on, like I told you. So when it's made right, it will be with you forever. If the watch is done right, you would never let go of it. So I brought you these 3 pieces. This is here plain. That's how ToranoMAX happens. Starts from a plain Jane, basically, solid base. And then we start to engrave it and stud it out. So in the back there, you see in the front there's diamonds. In the back, there's no diamonds. It looks like there's diamonds almost there. And then I brought you a fully bust down, just getting wrapped up right now with the ToranoMAX engraving. Look, I've shown you every step. All these steps happen by a solid engineer brain. I keep repeating this to you guys. Without ToranoMAX and this complex and everything that it gave us, I would never be able to talk to you and tell you guys the truth. This is the truth behind what you have to put your mind before you make your purchases. You don't want nothing cheap. You want to make sure anybody that makes you anything really takes you seriously and really understand that the money you are going to spend is the last dollar you have and you want it to last you for the rest of your life because you don't want to do it again. And here at Kilani, we do this on purpose for you. Look at this necklace with the letter S and the angels with the halo on top of the letter S. This is a beauty, my friend. This is something made by a daughter to her mother. Her brother passed away and her mother she always comes to her mom and tells her, I feel my brother's presence all the time. I feel it, I feel it, I feel it. So she felt to create something for the family. So she came out with this idea. The letter S is to represent her brother initial and her mom's initial because they both carry the same initial. The wings is to represent the angel and the halo to represent him. The detail behind this piece is incredible. As minimum as it looks, as expensive as it is, the quality all around, let's take you to the back right here, is incredible. The halo actually takes a 3D shape all around the S. Do you know? Is because this halo is there to protect the angel wings and the letter S. And to be there, solid holding all these forever. This woman will never take her necklace off. This woman had a lot of necklaces. made for her or probably in the past. But she knows when she receives this, she's gonna feel the sense of values. The expense behind Kilani jewelry making and ToranoMAX tools and technology is insane. Now we come to an end because our freshest piece is totally different. Our freshest piece was made a long time ago, but it has serious values to it. This piece was in our showcase, and we had a visit by a very, very old friend of mine. A very amazing friend that I spent most of my childhood growing up with him. We've done a lot, we partied so much. We were doing whatever it takes to create a buzz for our company and his companies. This man now runs one of the biggest and manages actually one of the biggest artists out of Canada and the world. Cash XO, my family, my friend, made a special visit to Kilani Jewelry Complex. And he said, I want to buy a piece from you, Kilani. That makes everybody ask me where you got this piece. And I'm telling you guys, the freshest and the crispiest pieces to ever come out of Kilani Jewelry always comes from this oven. And this man, Cash XO, put up a big name for the city of Toronto. He made himself this pinky ring. It fitted him perfectly right on his pinky. We didn't have to size it. This dancing yellow canary dinosaur sitting on this custom-made ring with the desert rose style of look, all emerald, pear shapes, pink diamond on the halo to hug the beautiful center stone. This 5-carat emerald is dancing, and this ring is definitely a statement. And I'm telling you guys, that Cash XO, once he put this ring on, he was like, man, I've seen a lot of jewelry, and I have a lot of jewelry. I am from Persia. I come from Iran, and our kind of culture always love to make purchases on things that can be passed on forever, where I can give it out to my daughter or my grandkids. And I'm telling you guys that this ring is really one of the craziest and the hottest rings Kilani made. But I want you guys to all know that ToranoMAX, Kilani Jewelry always got you the hottest and the freshest and the crispiest pieces to ever come out of this kitchen. But next week, we're coming back to you with more hot, fresh, crispy pieces to ever blow your mind.